Hey guys, once again it is Nathan here for week 6, I believe. It's amazing I am keeping this thing going, but thanks for sticking with me, and let's get started with the weekly tips. The first tip I just thought of, and I think is really good advice, and that is cut any, I call them focus roadblocks, or any huge distractions in your life. Just cut them from your life. Just cut them off and just let them free. Whether if it's a unhealthy relationship, unhealthy habits, I don't know, any bad habits, or just anything that is just holding you back and keeping you from becoming your true, focused self that has confidence. Just cut it off from your life. Life is short, and I think you'll find if cutting something like that off, it's a lot easier than you think, and it gives you true freedom to focus. So yeah, I think that's really good advice. So yeah, and then tip number 2, do a yoga class, or particularly restorative or meditation yoga class. I know when you think yoga or meditation, a lot of people think Eastern kind of philosophies and mysticism or something, but I mean it's not all that. Especially in Western society, a lot of yoga and a lot of meditation, all it really has to do with, there's also spiritual and stuff, but for the most part, Western meditation or Western yoga focusing on your breath, and that's all you focus on, and just clearing your mind and freeing your mind from distractions pretty much. And that in itself, I think, can be really helpful for helping you focus and helping you overcome ADD. And not only that, but it also clears tension and to focus more too. So I think you should definitely look into that if you're looking to be a more focused person. And while we're on the line of mind power and stuff, the third tip I would say would be, I haven't actually done this personally, but I really like the concept, and I'm definitely going to do it in the future, is take a concentration or a mind class or something. Just Google it, you'll see a lot of stuff on it, or just go to a therapist. I really like the thought of training your mind to focus more, and taking classes that will help you just because the mind, it technically is not, I don't know if it's a muscle or not, but I like to think as the mind as a muscle, and it can get stronger, that you don't need to give yourself pills are fine. If you take pills, it's fine. It works for some people, but I like the thought of the mind being a muscle, and you're making it stronger and helping yourself to be more focused. So try it out, look it up, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Okay, the fourth tip would be, this might sound silly, and you might be like, oh, this won't work or anything, but there's this thing called beta and alpha waves. If you look it up on YouTube, I'll put a link of the one I like below, but just get some earphones and listen to it. It's just a kind of a pulsing sound, or even white noise could be helpful for this, but I found beta and alpha waves particularly helpful. Before I'm studying, I hit play, and it only plays for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it kind of just puts my mind in the kind of focused state that it needs to be. It's a lot more helpful than you would think, and so give it a try. If you think it's all wishy-washy stuff, then don't do it, I guess. And then the fifth and final tip for this week would be, get in the habit of doing things that you don't really want to do, but you know that it will help you become more focused, or it will help you get the things that you want to get done in your life. As an ADD person myself, I find that I'm constantly have the feeling of I don't want to do something, I don't want to study, and I feel like that feeling is more powerful in people with ADD. And it's not, I don't think it's laziness, I think it's just that feeling comes more easier, is more prominent in people with ADD. And I think if you just overcome that, sort of just utter willpower, and you overcome that, you'll find that it's not as hard as you think. And if you're just not in the mood, just force yourself to do it and get in the habit, like I talked about last week. And I think that's good advice, because even when you're studying, that will be helpful, but even when you're working out, positive habit a lot of times I don't want to work out, but I work out anyway. And at the end, afterwards, I just feel pretty good about myself. So yeah, give those tips a try, and I'll see you next week.